Okay, Mr. Hamish Anderson, welcome in Holland.
Thank you.
Welcome in Ospel. Welcome in the afternoon at Moulin Blues.
Yeah.
First, I would like to introduce the people here around the table. We are from Rootstime. It's a music website. We do, like today's small interviews. We do reviews on albums, and we also do a lot of reviews on albums. And I did the last album that you brought out, I think last year. That's for later on. Mr. Hamish Anderson, in a nutshell, a musician. You're from down under, from Australia, but based in Los Angeles.
Yeah.
What more do we have to know about Mr. Anderson? What would you add to yourself, or how would you introduce yourself?
Yeah, well, I'm 26 years old, and yeah, from Melbourne, Australia, and blues musician, singer, songwriter, guitarist.
Yeah. You play guitar from I read somewhere from your 12th.
Yeah.
When did you knew that you wanted to become a musician? Was it because of your environment, or because of your family, or something that's inside of you said, yeah, I want to become a musician?
Yeah, probably. I mean, my dad, my parents aren't musicians, but they're big music lovers.
Yeah.
And when I was very young, I got really into my dad's record collection, which was the Beatles and Cream and Led Zeppelin, and basically I heard the White Album by the Beatles, and that was what made
double white.
Made me want to play guitar back in the USSR. And
then you know the song about the gun.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a great song.
Yeah, so I think basically from when I was 12, after I heard that, I just knew I wanted to do something to do with music.
So I can say that you're influenced by a wide range of musicians, styles.
Yeah, I think so. Obviously a lot of blues and everything, but I love all types of music, rock and soul.
Yeah, but what kind of music are you doing at this moment? What is the style of, or would you describe your?
Yeah, it's a mixture. I'm finishing up my second album, so after this one at the moment, and there's definitely a blues influence as always, but I think there's a little more of like real rock and roll, short kind of, very big rock and roll songs, and then even some more Beatlesy, Beach Boys kind of like melodies and harmonies, and so it's a mixture. Yeah.
You're from Australia. Is there a big music scene in Australia?
Yeah, there is, and definitely where I'm from in Melbourne, there's a very big music scene. Not so much a huge blues scene, but there very much is a big, lots of,
But why did you left Australia for LA?
Basically, I came over to LA to do some showcases, and then I just met my manager there and got a booking agent there, and I started to get more and more work, and yeah, basically LA and America I'd always wanted to come to because of the blues.
Of the music,
yeah, and it just seemed like a good fit.
Like I said, you brought out an album in 2016. You gave it the name Trouble. Why that name?
Well, the first song was conveniently called Trouble. But
mostly they name it, but what's behind the trouble? Was it difficult, or was it in a difficult mood, or why the title?
Yeah, the song basically was about, I finished this album in 2016, so there were just a lot of things going on in the world that seemed like it was getting a little crazy and scary at times, so that was what the song was about. And it just kind of reflected the mood, I think, that was happening at that time.
The songs, I think, are rather personal, yeah? Is that right? Are they all your personal stories, or things that you want to tell us?
Yeah, for the most part. I find it very hard to make up characters in my songs or things. It always has to come from something that's happened to me or someone I know in a personal experience.
When I look at the lineup on the album, I can state that it must be very important to know people in the music business. When I say Chris Bruce is a great name on bass, Aaron Sterling, Jerry Borg, and the producer. Why did you choose for Jim Scott?
Well, Jim had worked on a lot of albums that are some of my favorite albums, like Wildflowers by Tom Petty. And
Tom Petty.
He worked with Johnny Cash and Tedeschi Trucks, and I think Jim, for trying to record. Sometimes trying to record blues music and rock music can be hard because it's so much about the live experience. And I think Jim is really great at capturing that live experience for the studio album.
How are you able to get all these people on your album, because it's not so.
Yeah, I mean, big part of it was being in America, and it's just funny that, especially in LA,
they didn't knew you.
Well, yeah, it did. It was a mixture. Some of them, like Jerry and people like that, Johnny Rattleout, who plays Gary Clark Jr., I had known, and they were friends, and we played together. And it's just in LA and America, there's so many amazing musicians, and you kind of
you meet everybody.
Yeah, very quickly, kind of spread around.
This is an album from 2016. Are you working on something new, or preparing a new album?
Yeah, I just finished in February. Just finished recording. We did 10 songs in 10 days, so finished that, and hopefully we're going to release the first single in June, and then the album probably will be next year.
The new album, how different is the album? Did you do things different, or in another way?
I mean, the recording I did again with Jim, and there were some people who played on the first one.
Jim Scott also.
But I think this Trouble album maybe has a little more kind of, there's songs that are extended jams and more about grooves, and the new album I think is very much about the songs, very much about like choruses and a little more direct.
Well, when will it be released?
Hopefully very early next year.
Next year, yeah. You were I think the one that last played as opener for B.B. King. You met him personally?
No, not really. I got the thumbs up from him on the side, but I was meant to do, I think it was 7 shows, and ended up doing 2, so it was one of those things.
You were the last one.
Yeah, it was.
Who was the opener?
Yeah, it was bittersweet, but it was a great honor.
You were impressed by his show?
Yeah, I mean, B.B. King for me was what really got me into the blues when I was younger, and so I mean, he was always a big hero to me. So it was just very surreal coming from Australia and suddenly being able to open for him in America.
You're living now in LA. That's what we told already. But how different is the States and down under Australia?
Yeah, pretty different. There's a few
when you're playing in Australia and we're playing in the States, big differences?
Yeah, I mean, I think so. I think just in America, I think in general, there's more of a... People still, you can go out on a Monday night and people go out and see rock shows, and there's great musicians. Australia is a little more... You could only really go out on a Friday or a Saturday to see a show, and during the week there's not as much, but LA, there's just every night of the week something amazing going on.
Something to do, Tonight you're playing in the Netherlands. You knew the Netherlands before?
Yeah, I never played here, but very excited to play here.
What do you expect from the people from the show?
Well, everything I've heard, everyone says that everyone out here just goes crazy for blues and rock music and guitar music, so I'm excited to play here. I'm
already at my 10th question. Mr. Hamish, what are your plans for the near future? Are you touring a lot more here in Europe, or after a few corner?
Yeah, after this is the first stop, and then we're doing the Grolsch Festival in Germany, and Ribs and Blues in Netherlands.
That's all the big one.
Yeah, doing a whole bunch of dates around the Netherlands and Italy, and then heading back to the States, and I'm doing some festivals there, and then hopefully we'll release the first single off the new album and start touring behind that.
Where do you want to stand when I go 10 years further? Where do you want to stand, or where do you want then still to be a musician?
Yeah, definitely. I'm definitely the longevity. That was something, for instance, with B.B. King or all my heroes, the Rolling Stones. It's always about the longevity. So hopefully, just little by little, keep building.
Okay, Mr. Hamish Anderson, thank you for your time.
Yeah, thank you.
These were my questions, and when you have to see the reactions, please visit our website, rootstein.be. Thank you, Lord.
Thank you.